Hi. Um, let's see. I did come back from vacation. I still don't know where I put my tripod. I've got this little mini holder thing, which I live by myself. I haven't seen it in weeks. I put it away somewhere. Unless the cat took it, which, I mean, it is always a possibility. I blame the cat for taking everything. Um, so yeah, I'm holding the phone. Yes, I'm filming on the phone because I don't have my tripod. Which means I might drop it at any point, or you might, see my hand or some stupid thing. Wouldn't put it past me. And as far as a topic for the week, truthfully, what keeps coming up is now, normally, I live by myself. Thank God I live by myself. I don't have to deal with roommates. I don't have to deal with expectations of anybody else. I just put up myself. I mean, which putting up with myself is quite a lot. But I've had quite a few things hit me this month that, see, I think this is a sad video, but it's a realistic video, which is I wish I just didn't have to go through it all alone. I mean, I do a lot of traveling. I'm done for the next little bit. My next little bit is going to be basically a bunch of work, um, some more medical crap, um, for a couple weeks, and then I get to, like, I get to. It's probably really annoying to the people that are watching the videos and not the shorts. I get to start more Advent stuff again. I know that really annoys some people. I know that any other person who does YouTube videos forever, they have multiple channels. I can't do multiple channels. I can barely do one channel. I just either put them up in long form or in short form, and that's it. Anyway, so no traveling until probably December. My son wants to go on a trip with me in December. I'm like, sounds good. Let's go in December. So I've got at least 2 more months without any traveling at all. I mean, it did the trick, unquestionably. I mean, the last month or so, I've done a lot of traveling. I did one quick overnighter, day trip, and then like a vacation that was like 4 or 5 days. Um, and it was great. I mean, reality is now I've got to deal with reality. It came back and hit me pretty hard. Um, Whatever. I mean, that is one of the biggest problems with traveling is that you there's such a huge radical difference between my life when I'm out traveling and my life when I'm home. Um, the big issue, I'm sure that anybody with a borderline personality disorder can relate to, is the work situation, which my work situation is pretty well crafted to me, but that means I have to work with people. It's impossible to get a job that you don't have to work with people, and then the other thing with traveling is that people want to know what it was like. Tell me all about it, that sort of thing. which if I'm doing it on my own, like, I mean, I do have Instagram. I don't remember the last time I put something up on Instagram. I don't, okay, so I was in Australia in March, and I think that maybe 1/5 of what I would have normally posted is up from March, and then nothing since then. Um, I can tell you that this last trip, one day I took 740 photos, and the another day I took 406. Bit excessive, and that was just 2 days of the trip. And the thing is that people want to see them, but they want a curated version of it. That's what Instagram is, where I only put a couple of pictures up. But anyway, so I'm kvetching about, oh my God, poor me, I went on a trip and people want to know about it. What would be helpful? I mean, actually traveling by myself, I find, is much better, is much faster, is much, believe it or not, cheaper, because you're not wasting time trying to negotiate what you're going to be doing. It's like, okay, make the decision, do it, that's it. Then you don't have to spend a third of the time that you're, the cat thinks I'm talking about, a third of the time that you're out trying to say, okay, should we go here, should we go there, should we go, versus just doing it. So for me it's cheaper, but then I come back from my trip and people want to know what happened. And you know, I'm pretty good about coming up with stories. Um, but it's so draining. It's like you go on vacation. First of all, the way I vacation, the way I do anything is like go, 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 go. I'm actually, at this time, I planned having, it turned out to be like a mid-morning, literally. I just read, like one day I read an entire novel because I read pretty fast. So, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to read 24 hours or something. I was like maybe 3 hours. Fantastic. I mean, for me, come up with something better. I don't know what else I could do that would be better. So I did, you know, I don't know what is wrong with me, why I plan trips the way I plan them. I'm always having like really early morning or really, really late flights because I want to spend the day wherever I am. I don't want to waste a travel day anyway. So, I mean, that's always exhausting. But it's really exhausting to come back and have to tell everybody about it. And on their terms. You know, it's when they're available and have, you know, full energy that they suddenly want to hear about it. And it's like, oh my God. Um, this medical stuff I'm dealing with, which is pretty basic. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not like I'm like really sick or something like that. Um, but it is medical crap. You know, it'd be really nice if somebody could just hang around, be there. It would be nice if somebody could handle like basic adulting, like taking care of the house and cooking and crap like that every once in a while. It'd be nice if somebody would just, in general, not even take care of me, because for me, I can't accept that if people take care of me. It's actually one of the worst things about medical crap. It's like, oh, damn, you know, I have to let somebody else take care of me. Ugh. Rather take care of myself. I mean, I've had major giant surgeries, multiple major giant surgeries, where I've even driven myself home. I want nothing to do with anybody. Like, leave me alone, let me recover. And then as far as like the worst surgery that I had, where I really needed somebody, was after my son was born. I had a C-section, and it was pretty rough. And it was my mother, and she did things like, oh, she was too tired to go get me my pain meds. She wanted me to suffer and be in agony. She was supposed to be taking care of me. This is why I don't trust anybody. But I don't trust anybody for anything. And it would be nice to let my guard down. And this is probably the hardest thing to deal with when you go on vacation versus coming back, because if I go on vacation, I'm doing something radically different. In like real world, I don't have as much to cope with anything, because I take care of everything before I leave, and then I just have to experience whatever I'm experiencing, and I don't really have to do much, you know. I don't even have to cook. I'm in restaurants. The biggest problem is trying to figure out what I want to eat, that sort of thing. I mean, that's the point of going on a trip and being on vacation, but then coming back and then being the one. Oh, the cat's finally realized I'm not talking to him. He's flopped over. Do you know what I mean? I'm the one who takes care of absolutely everything, makes every decision, and makes sure everything is functioning. I mean, there's a reason I have the cats. There's a reason I have the plants. It's because I like taking care of somebody who's not me, because I don't even like taking care of myself. Forget about me being taken care of by somebody else. Me being taken care of by myself. But I like taking care of them, and they're pretty low maintenance. He thinks I'm talking to him again. Hi, cat. Um, I don't know, but the difference is jarring. And actually, my son, he lives by himself, and he kind of can relate to that. He'll be like, I've ordered too much DoorDash just because I wanted somebody to take care of the cooking, because he didn't want to cook for himself. Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't want somebody to be around taking care of me. I wouldn't be able to accept somebody taking care of me. It would cause so much anxiety and stress. And yet, it would be nice to not have to do absolutely everything all the time. Okay, sorry I'm whining. I mean, I could tell you good things about my trip. I had a really nice trip. Do you want to hear really nice things about my trip? Let me know, especially if I have a week to sort of talk about it. I mean, there are bits that were really good, but there's other bits where I'm like, okay. I just, like this whole week, I just feel like, my personal thing, this is not avoidant thing, this is for me. I feel like everything that I've done is being extremely judged by people, and that I can't really talk about my life without being judged badly, like extreme, like people are going to be like, what? About every single choice that I make. I just feel like I'm being judged really bad. I don't know where that comes from. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Every once in a while, I actually do wish that something would change. but I don't want it to change, and I don't want to go through the change. I just wish it was slightly different. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. Bye.